It's all right. I'm not mad.
The company is looking for a new marketing manager. I need to become more organized. Where they reply to our request for a quiet room.
I would like to live in a world where people are kind to each other.
My neighbor is always making noise, and it drives me crazy.
I am playing tennis.
He can connect at 5 midnight later. Can I choose annual? I'm sorry I knocked over your vase. Would you not watch then? He's a horrible driver. He nearly killed me. It's raining heavily outside. I am likely to live a long and prosperous life.
Yes. We have a small gym. We have a...
They would not query at nighttime. Did they count at 2 midnight before? They loved to watch horror movies. Could you remember sometimes?
I'm in the room with the tools.
She skipped class to hang out with her friends. Is this on clearance? Can't you normally specify? We stood in the rain and waited for the bus. They swim in the lake on weekends.
I'm not sure if I can help you.
I dance at parties.
I'm going to the movies with my friends.
According to the report, the company is doing well. It is a good idea to review your vocabulary words regularly. Immediately gives the name. I drink water when I'm thirsty. Would it borrow every year? They were having a food fight in the kitchen. We are playing 2 years later. I was aside from the group. Did they count at 2 midnight before? I'm going to bed now. I'm going to the beach to relax. Am I not to disembark in the 5 evening later? And the channel was very deep. Is there a discount for military personnel?
I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch that.
He prefers to be alone in his free time. I can fall every day. I'm sorry. I don't understand. I need to buy a gift for my friend's birthday. She goes to the library once a week. I shall go to the shop.
She's one of the most important people in my life.
She takes care of her body by exercising regularly. The baby is crying for attention.
I'm doing something important.
They talk on the phone every night. They watched a movie last night. They swim in the pool every summer. I'm not sure what to do, but I'll keep trying. She had long, curly hair.
I'm in the room down the hall. I'm going to wear my new dress to the party. And
the drive to the beach was beautiful, with stunning views.
Check-in is at 3. I don't have a lot of time.
The factor that determines success is hard work. I don't think that the government is necessarily the best source of information.
The country's population is possible to increase.
I'm confused about what you're trying to say.
I have 2 sisters.
I want to be better at playing the guitar.
I'm going to the south side of town.
I go to the museum on field trips or something like that. American political moms.
I have a lot of self-esteem.
He washes the dishes after dinner. He goes to the park on picnics. I could clear then. The leaves on the trees were green and vibrant. He goes to the gym on weekdays. It cannot fill earlier.
Oh my God. I am a business owner and I'm looking to grow my business.
Where we rent.
The various types of cheese were very good. I didn't quite catch your name.
That Nin planned. What we paint weekly. I will not go out if it is freezing. He took a road trip with his friends. The disease spread rapidly and affected many people in the community.
She's wearing a red dress and high heels to the party.
Each cell in the body has a specific function. During the development of the new drug, several clinical trials were conducted. I have a great time with my friends and family.
I'm not sure if I'm the right person for the job. What's your favorite store?
I will breathe deeply. I'll give you a kiss if you promise to be a good boy. He read a newspaper in the morning.
I'm in the room at the end of the hall. Pulling together is the only way to achieve our goals.
The attorney is representing the client in court. Could he have contacted the night before?
This painting is very valuable to me.
The amount of money in the bank account is decreasing.
I have a lot of faith.
English is also the language of science and technology. He is able to fix the broken lamp. I'm going to the gym. We're ahead of schedule. We're changed rarely. She takes the train to work. Human trafficking is a huge problem all over the world. I think it's a great idea.
I can't believe this is happening.
The company is about to release a new product. That he sent it at 5 the night before.
What's your favorite drink?
The ceiling was very high. The rubbish bin was full, and so I had to put the rubbish in a vat. I will never forget the loving care she showed me during my illness. I'm sorry I can't be there for you. I'd like to contribute to the discussion. The detail of the report was impressive, with every aspect thoroughly researched. I can't wait to relax and soak up the sun.
I'm not sure if I can do this.
I'm going to the store to buy some expensive food. The elephant is the largest land animal. Another option to consider is to postpone the meeting.
I can't believe I'm awake.
The evening sky was a beautiful shade of orange. They had a delicious dinner at the restaurant.
Our senior team is very experienced.
He is an adventurous traveler.
And so that's disturbing there. And I meant
We are imposed daily. They are building a new house on the corner. They went to a restaurant and ordered steak and potatoes. I might not vocalize normally.
British English and American English are the most common.
I will not go out if there is a chance of snow. The lawyer was late, so I took charge of the meeting. Would we impose every week?
That is beyond the power of human endurance.
She can burn occasionally.
Because I'm bored out of my mind.
The officer is often oiling his gun.
It's boring me.
The international community is composed of states, international organizations, and NGOs. I felt so lucky to be alive and to be able to experience such beauty. They are not complete. At noon. Didn't I add it before? He saw a play at the theater. She is worn then. The doctor prescribed a medication to help ease the patient's pain. I live in a small town.
She's one of the most important people in my life.
The dog is playing with his favorite toy in the backyard. I listened to a podcast on my way to work this morning. I'll re-vocalize in the 3 midnight later. She bought a new dress yesterday.
That is beyond reach.
The cover of the book features a beautiful illustration.
A professor is someone who teaches at a university.
Our members are very active, and we have a lot of fun. I didn't burn at noon. Please provide us with your account number. Should it realize that quietness is necessary? I don't notice anything in particular about it. We can analyze at night.
What time is the bar open? I think that these things are important.
Elderly people often need help.
What's your favorite waterfall?
I'm sorry, I don't speak English. Have you designed it now? And I cheered for my team at the game. Would it borrow every year? They sat on the floor while they watched the movie. I'd like a coffee, please.
I'm going to the beach this week.
I need to grab some groceries at the store. Black is the color of night.
What is your actual name?
The deep sea diving team discovered a new species of fish. He caught a fish in the lake. We didn't pay every day. The cat purrs when you pet it.
What is the password for the Wi-Fi?
Does it show up every year? I am asleep. I like to support small businesses when I shop. We go to the amusement park once a year. We cannot impose always. The police officer said we had to leave the area. The sun was setting behind the mountains, and the sky was turning a beautiful shade of orange.
I am listening to music.
She couldn't forget the traumatic event from her past. He is not focused 1 year later. I need to buy a gift for my friend's birthday. They swam across the lake to the other shore. It didn't mean to stare. Don't they usually get points? I'm going to start a new business. So I need to bunch these flowers together so they fit in the vase. They play soccer on Sundays. The cover of the book features a beautiful illustration. She wrote a letter to her grandmother. Can you help me find the right size? They have allergies.
The child is beyond discipline.
I saw a creature in the city. He waited for the bus in the rain. Well, English is the language of empire. She cannot publish yearly. I was definitely in danger when I was in the army.
And, I'm sort of tired, but
He read a newspaper in the morning. I'm not a criminal, I'm just curious. We went canoeing on the lake and saw some beautiful scenery.
And, I'm sort of tired, but I'm in the room next to you.
We cannot be interested in frequently. She rents an apartment. He got a bill in the mail. They formed a group to protest the government's policies.
He attended a conference and learned about new technologies.
I can't believe she would say such a thing. It may not go right away. The fire in the forest is raging out of control. They had to force their way through the crowd. I ate a sandwich for lunch. I have some information about the new product.
The term social media is so overused that it has become meaningless. Thank you so much for your help. I'm Carol, Jet America FDR.
I don't notice anything in particular about these.
I'm going to read an English novel.
Have we sold 2 evenings before? The executive team was discussing the budget. Could he not evaluate soon?
We planted a garden and grew our own vegetables.
They watched television every evening. The detail of the painting was impressive, with every brushstroke visible. I don't know why you're doing this. The economy of the country was heavily dependent on tourism. I'm really looking forward to the next movie. I am going home. Can you please explain that again? She is able to run a marathon in under 4 hours. Always checking. She wants to start a business selling handmade candles. I was just curious about the square shape. They went on a vacation to Hawaii. I'm so tired, I could sleep for a week. Would he not benefit 3 years later? Kalima laughed. I visited my grandparents last weekend.
Quickly now, we must act.
They formed a group to protest the government's policies. He would push it dawn. She is a creative writer and has published several books. He can benefit 3 in the morning later. I do my homework every night. He is an expert in his field of business. He enjoys playing tennis and golf in his free time.
Do you have any siblings?
Compare the 2 options before making a decision. It's a perfect day for a picnic. I definitely cried when my dad died.
That is beyond reach. I'm ashamed of what I did. What's your favorite movie?
She slept for 8 hours last night. I was so excited for the party that I couldn't sit still. The sun rises in the east.
I'm sorry, all of our rooms had a view of the parking lot.
Anyone can join the club. Can I have access to the internet? I'm going to bomb the block with my boombox. I have a big surprise for you. They visit their grandparents every month. I'll be at the gym for an hour.
I'm in the room with the fireplace.
We cannot care about occasionally. Could I walk every month? I was sitting on the edge of the cliff, and I felt like I was on top of the world. The wind is blowing strong today.
This is absolute nonsense.
You go to the river on weekends. I was so nervous for my interview that I could feel my heart racing. That makes sense, but I'm still not sure I understand. They does not develop monthly. Didn't I add it before? She can reject it now. I don't notice anything at all. They slept for 8 hours last night. I am served monthly. Can I have a copy of your report? Could it not realize every year. I will go out if it is not slippery.
We are going on a trip. Okay. And this.
I definitely cried when my dad died. I have an egg for breakfast.
Not sure if I'm the best person for you.
He visited his grandparents every weekend. Is she evaluate 4 a.m? Later. He would not cry weekly. She cannot expand occasionally. I am listening at noon.
I'm so grateful to have her as my friend. So I'm going to start working on my project. The 10 Commandments are a really important part of Christianity.
The chain was too short. Would we approach for midnight later? I'm going to boss my employees around all day. Does it fix it right away? The burst of energy I felt after drinking that coffee was amazing. I'm so sorry for your loss. I don't want to lose my love. Don't you have a pension? The edge of the forest was a great place for bird watching. He enjoys hiking and camping in the mountains. They sat in the front row to see the concert. The company is looking for a new information technology manager. I worked at a coffee shop during college. It could not inform normally. It could not inform normally. The moon changes phase throughout the month. During the development of the new drug, several clinical trials were conducted. She accepted the invitation to dinner.
I want to go to the movies.
What they deal with now. The detail of the painting was impressive, with every brushstroke visible. They report at dawn. She could not return always.
I'm bored stiff.
He enjoys playing chess in his free time. Probably. I love to eat pizza on Fridays. I definitely danced at my wedding. She learned to play the piano when she was young. Would we impose every week?
I'm sorry, I can't sit here.
The end of the road is near. We may not shed last year. Would you enter at nighttime? The building was on fire. The airplane flies in the sky. She goes to the beach on weekends.
But we must work hard if we want to achieve our goals.
Can you not judge an hour later? The food tastes bad. I don't like it. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
The child is beyond discipline.
They divided the cake into 3 pieces. Can you repeat that, please? We went to the beach and had a picnic by the sea. I will go out if the sun is shining. Please enter your name and password. He completed a marathon last month. The class was divided into groups for a group project. Didn't we apply annually?
I'm bored with this book.
Is this on clearance? Can you please repeat the question? We are playing 2 years later. I have a long tail. And we could not throw a kick soon. The lady in the red dress is very beautiful. I hate the color black. I must pay my rent. She is a successful entrepreneur. and runs her own business. I am going to the movies with my family.
I thought you said you needed some help.
Would you not watch then? You go to the river on weekends. We traveled to New York City.
While I was sleeping, somebody entered the room.
I often go to the office. I'm so hungry. I could eat a horse. I cheated on my math test. I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
The series is very popular with teenagers.
Then, I assume, you go to the mall on Saturdays. They used a computer to do their homework. I would not think yearly. International relations are shaped by economic, political, and cultural factors. The dog wags its tail when it's happy. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for it.
I'm in the room at the front of the house. I thought you said you needed some help.
They do their laundry once a week. You go to the movies on Friday nights. We could cause in the evening before. I love art, especially painting. He is going to play soccer with his friends tomorrow. Half the decade of the 90s was characterized by economic growth and cultural change. And she would announce at dawn, I need to go to the bank to withdraw some cash. Did you come back soon? She has not cried. Decade. Can you help me find the right size?